Good evening. Glad to see all these Democrats here, smiling and happy. I have been a lifelong Democrat, and when I registered to vote, I lived in Philadelphia, and it was run by the Republican machine. And I registered as a Democrat, and heads came up like I had two of them. And I looked at them and I said, if the Republicans want my vote, they're going to work for it. Well, they've been working for it ever since, but they haven't been very successful. In fact, in my former township, which was 2-to-1 Republican, I ran for Township Supervisor, a residency of approximately 35,000 people. I knocked doors for 8 months, every night after work and every weekend, while being the head of the local Democratic Party, working a full-time job and running a 4-generation household. I won all 17 districts, 2-to-1. That has given me the incentive ever since to see the Democrats go out and work hard and win. And I believe it can be done.
This next lady actually ran for Congress, United States Congress, so she knows how to campaign. She's a great supporter of women and in fact hosts every year in her home an event where women can come and raise money as a unit. She invites funders and all the women invite funders. It's a unique event, but it's well thought out, well planned, and well run. She just moved to Lebanon County not long ago, but again, she really has it on the ball. And she is conducting a write-in campaign in Mount Gretna Boro for their council. Her name is Lois Herr.
Great to be up here again. I must say, I've been spending the last couple of years focusing on getting Democratic women elected across the state of Pennsylvania. Because I think, I'm tired of trying to convince the people in office of certain issues. I'd rather have women in some of those jobs. And I'm trying very hard and working, as she mentioned, to make that happen. And also to allow them to meet each other. Because there's something to be said for that camaraderie that comes from knowing other candidates like you. Because it can be lonely out there. So, here I am again. A candidate. I applaud all the rest of you who are candidates. I think you will agree with me. It's one of the most wonderful experiences of your life. And I'm happy to support other candidates, and I'm happy to be back in the crowd.
We're going to hear from someone who I met for the first time tonight, but I found out we have something in common nonetheless. He, his wife, and I all exercise at the YMCA. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce West Cornwall Township Supervisor, David Lloyd.
Unlike just like Ms. Herr, I got into the local race on looking at regional visioning. And just a quick, the complexity of the Commonwealth and listening to our candidates for the gubernatorial spots. If we start at 30,000 feet level, here in the Commonwealth, we have 2,563 municipalities. We have 500 school districts. It's one of the most complex states besides Illinois that's in the Union. And when we come down to about 20,000, we get to Lebanon County with about 135,000 residents. And when I pull down to West Cornwall Township, it's a small little burg of roughly 1,976 individuals. But what is happening there, again, is the regional vision is being skewed. We have to use regional vision, comprehensive plans to approach this. Lebanon County is doing a great job. Right now, we're obviously in regional comp plans that are done by the school district. The present one I'm looking at is 5 municipalities. I look at the pristine lifestyle that we have in West Cornwall Township, and with that, the pristine lives that we live in Lebanon County in general. And if we don't look at a comprehensive plan of all municipalities, we're going to have chaos going all around us. And now when that chaos impacts Cornwall Borough or North Lebanon Township. It'll also come eventually impacting into West Cornwall. So it's my concern. The other major piece that I find with West Cornwall Township that has been concerned with its longtime Republican leadership is there's no transparency. You can't find anything out without filing a right-to-know document to get minutes from a meeting, budget, you name it, it's all closed-door policy. So we're looking to come in, try to get a fresh start into West Cornwall Township and develop transparency and continued regional vision. Thank you.
Isn't it great to see new faces? This next gentleman is running for North Annville Township Supervisor, and his name might be a little bit familiar with you. His name is Randy Leisure.
Good evening. A little bit about myself. I've been involved in farming pretty much my entire life. My family's been in business here in central Pennsylvania for at least 55 years, and I've lived in North Annville Township now for about 13 years. I've been involved with our local planning commission and our regional plan, and I've also started doing work for the county conservation district. And so my big point would be the environment and protecting it, clean air and water. And as a planning person, I was fairly instrumental in doing our regional comprehensive plan, because I believe in regional planning where we can all work together to accomplish things that protect and help benefit everyone.
Now we do have, I understand, at least one more person for South Annville Inspector of Elections, John Kearney. Are you here? You don't want to say anything? Well, just wave so everybody can see who you are then. There you go. Thank you, John. Right now, there's someone who's not here, and I'd like to let you know that she is a sitting magisterial district judge in the city of Lebanon. She's doing a wonderful job, and she's got a well-known name. Her family has been in the city for a long time. Her name is Meluskey Dissinger. So if you know anyone in the city, please ask them to support our sitting district judge. And you know, some of us have passed the 50 and 60 mark, maybe even 70 and 80. But we can't continue as a party if we don't acknowledge and encourage our youth. So tonight, I'd like 3 young people to stand up. They're from Lebanon Valley College, and they're the Young Democrats, and they're the officers, some of the officers of this club. Amy Gregory, president. Now, Marion Ledem is the vice president. I don't think she could make it, but Steve Dunmoyer is here, and he's the secretary. And so is Aaron Eckerd, who is the treasurer. Thank you for joining us tonight. It's very special to have you here. In addition, we have 2 local unions represented that I'm aware of. The first is number 464, the chocolate workers. Everybody stand up so we can give you an applause. And number 520, the plumbers and pipe fitters. These guys and gals are so great. They come out, they fill a whole table. And I've seen some of them come out and help me clean up parks and things. So I want to say thank you very much. You're all very special. And I also wanted to make mention of another candidate who couldn't be with us tonight, but her presence is here because she sent a flag that was flown over the United States Congress and the Capitol. And that is Allison Schwartz. She donated the flag that is being auctioned off. So it's just so good to be able to fellowship with Democrats, to laugh, and to applaud each other, and to support each other. I asked our gubernatorial candidates, Max over here, and also John, who had to leave, what's your biggest challenge in this coming election? Every one of them says, raising money. So if you have a couple of bucks in your pocket, you want to slip to them tonight, you can do that, or I'm sure you can go on their websites and donate. But the hardest thing is to raise that money. Just to do one mailing, I can't imagine. Well, probably, I don't know, was $1 million covered? If you mail to every voter you have to target. But it's just a really big job. So if you can support any of them, please get online or...
Volunteers. We can't win without you, and we can't get Democratic candidates without you. And it just, yes, we need your vote and we want you to vote, but we need you to help to get the word out on all the candidates. Once again, I thank you for coming out here tonight. I thank Bruce for being the spearhead. And I thank my friend Jason, who's going to help spearhead the J&J dinner on September 20th at the Lantern Lodge. It'll be a fancy dinner, and we're already working and talking to some special guests, so you'll be surprised who we have at that place. I'm going to announce